um, okay. What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Tomb of Annihilation. And with us today, we have Cade, the Halfling Barbarian. We have Sarpedon, the Dragonborn Arcane Knight. I drew a blank. Anyway, I've been awake for 18 hours. And then we have Thok, the half-orc war cleric. And where we had left off after our last session is the party had finally arrived on the island of Chult. And they made it to Port Nyanzaru, and they were trying to find a guide to help them navigate through the jungle, because the jungle is very dense. It's very easy to get lost, and there's a lot of wildlife and other things that could be very hazardous to your health. They managed to hire a young woman named Iku, and the party was drawn to her because Iku was very adamant on she wanted to rid the jungle of evil, and she wanted to help those that were suffering. And as the party was continuing through the jungle, Iku made the party aware of this hag who was near where they were currently camped. And this hag was responsible for destroying and cannibalizing an entire village. So Iku very much wanted to have the party go and kill this monster. However, upon reaching the summit where the hag lived, she had a proposition for the group, and the hag claimed to know how to rid Cade and Sarpedon of the death curse that they are currently afflicted with. And if the death curse isn't removed, Cade and Sarpedon could certainly die and wither away before they ever figure out what the cause of it is. So the party was in dilemma. Some of the group wanted to help Iku kill the evil hag. One of the group wanted the hag to help him remove the curse from himself. And so a big brawl broke out. Iku and the hag fought each other. The party fought against the creature that they felt was the one that needed to die, with Cade attacking Iku, their guide, Sarpedon and Thok attacking the hag, and Reptar being completely ambivalent and attacking them both. And at the end of our last encounter, that was where we were. Not only did they kill the hag, but Iku died as well. And now our party is left in the jungle without a guide and no way of removing the curse. So, what would you guys like to do?
Okay, so what time of day is it?
Oh, well, when you had reached the hag, it was dusk, right? And as you fought, it turned to night, and then you camped and you took a rest. So now it is early morning.
Wasn't this village the hag was living in, wasn't it on top of a plateau?
Correct.
All right, then I suppose the first thing we should do is go and look out on the surrounding vistas to see if we can see where our objective is.
Okay. So Sarpedon, walking up to the edge of the plateau and staring out over the expanse of jungle, can you roll me a perception check, please? Okay. You see very dense treetops, and you see a couple, structures peeking out within the trees, made of stone, but you can't see the structure very well because of how dense the jungle is. And you don't really know where you are located in relation to everything. So it's like you're standing here and you can see, well, there's something out that way, but how do we get there?
Well, I relay this information to Thok and Cade and see what they think we should do.
I want to go look at the edge of the plateau in the direction that I can feel my soul being pulled, and see if I can see anything in that direction.
You stand and you are looking around, but you're not a sage, you're not a cleric, you're not trained in any kind of mystical art, so you're just kind of looking around like, where is it going? You're not in tune with the actual direction and pull. It was a good try. It was a nice thought.
Well, knowing that the sun tends to rise from the east, we were heading southwest towards the Naga. We could continue heading towards that direction at the very least.
Okay.
It's about the best that I can come up with.
Is the Naga going to be real receptive without Iku?
We'll know until we get there, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just have to, I don't know, make up a story or just not mention her, I guess. Yeah, but alright, I think we've got a plan nailed down.
Okay. So you guys are going to travel to the... Did you say east?
Southwest.
Okay, west. You guys are going to travel to the west in the direction of where Iku had marked Orolunga on your map, correct? Now, traversing the jungle is a little bit difficult. You may know the general direction you are traveling, but it's not quite that simple because it's rough terrain, it's hard to see, and that was the purpose of having a guide, right? So, and right now, you currently don't know your location. You only have a rough estimate of where you are on the map. So we are going to... who is going to lead the party? Who's going to attempt to navigate through the jungle since Iku is no longer with you?
I guess I'll take the charge and lead.
Okay. So, I have to find my notes. Let's see. Sorry. Okay, here we go. You have to make a survival check. Alright? And you are making the check with disadvantage. Whereas your guide was making the check with advantage because they're familiar with the terrain.
Okay.
Okay. And then I need you to roll a d6, please. Hi. Anna. It's a funny name. 3. Okay. Alrighty. Can you give a inspiration? You certainly could. Oh, you want to give it to him? Well, he's already rolled, so you suck. So traveling through. Who's calling me? I don't know. Did you guys see the pop up? Two missed calls. F off. As you are walking through the jungle, okay, you guys have traveled, a day. So once again, make sure you remove your max hit point. Those of you that have the curse. And as you were traveling, you find a bloated corpse of a dead halfling, riddled with minuscule arrows hanging from a tree vine.
I guess I'll go up and inspect it further.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a investigation check? Tell me what you find out. I have no room. Investigation check. Okay. So you walk up and you look at this halfling that's hanging there. Okay. And judging from the amount of decomposition and the bloating on the body, you can estimate that the corpse has been there for more than 3 days, but no longer than a week. Okay. You can also tell that the arrows, based on their size, were wielded by an extremely tiny creature. You can also see under where the corpse is hanging from the tree a great many sets of footsteps. Sets of footsteps? Footprints. Ah, words.
Okay, I'll relay this back to the party. Do the feet around, or do the steps look like they're small or large?
Incredibly small. And when you look at them, they look almost like they don't look like, well, I was going to say humanoid, but that's not right. You notice that they only have a very few digits on the end of the foot.
Perhaps the work of those perhaps they had a dark side after all.
What was this?
This is me, Sarpedon.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, perhaps it's the work of those spore creatures, the tiny little people that were riding on me a few days ago. I suppose they have a dark side after all.
That's pretty much what I was thinking as well, actually. Tiny feet. The only creatures we've found around here so far have had tiny feet are those spore things, so...
All right, well, perhaps we should see what he was carrying. He might have some useful equipment that we could use. So, I go up to the corpse and maybe rifle around in whatever pockets the body has.
Okay. Looking inside the corpse's, he doesn't have any pockets on his clothes, but he does have a small satchel. You find a canteen of water, some rations that, they don't look like they'd be safe to eat. The composition of the body is kind of soaked through the wrappings of the rations. And other than that, you don't find anything else that you think might be useful.
Okay.
After he finishes searching, I pretty much almost alertly asked them, like, did y'all hear that sound? And start looking in any direction. It sounds like a lot of croaking, maybe like some bullfrogs or something that we might want to go investigate.
You lead the way.
So I guess following the sound, I guess we'll be heading towards that direction.
Okay. And you begin to walk, through the jungle towards the source of the noise. And as you're walking, you begin to notice the oddest little things hanging from bushes and from trees. They look like little strings of vine with shells looped onto them, and sometimes it might be like colorful stones hanging from the trees. Just little knickknacks, bits of decoration.
So are they like up high, or am I going to have to like go through them?
They're well, both and neither. Okay, like they're on the bushes, they're on the trees, but it's not like they would hinder your movement. You as you're walking, you see a little sparkle in the bush, and when you look, you see that inside the branches and the leaves, there's these little stones and shells and colorful little bits of metal, wrapped up in vines and just kind of hanging there.
All right, I want to try and pretty much go past very carefully, because depending upon the layout of them, it could be some sort of alarm system.
Or it could be a village of these tiny creatures, is what I'm thinking.
That's possible too.
Or it could just be a warning system saying, "You're in our territory, please leave."
So, are you guys continuing?
Maybe we should steer clear of this location, just so we don't fall into any traps.
7 more hours. You got this. Oh, yeah, that's nothing.
Well, I am quite curious with all the collars. But we may have to pass up on this just in case.
Yeah, you see the pincushion hanging back there? Yeah, that could be us.
Agreed.
Okay. So you guys look around, you see all these things, and you decide, you know what? I'm not that curious. I'm just gonna turn around. And as you turn and begin to leave, you see these creatures. Okay? And you didn't notice them before because of how incredibly small they are. But they are kind of hiding inside the bushes, in the tops of the trees. And they're all standing there, with miniature spears, blowguns, and they were just watching you. But now that you're leaving, they are making no action that indicates hostility.
All right. Suppose it's a good thing.
Yep. I want to continue on.
Yep, we dodged the bullet there. Let's keep. Alrighty. So, after that, so cute. I know. After that, I need you to once again make a survival check. And Toxic, you said you want to give them inspiration, right? Shake their hands and feed them. Okay. I can. Yeah, you had said it before he rolled, so if you want to go ahead and do it, I will. Yeah, I'll count it. And in that case, then you would take the 24, and looking at your surroundings and looking at your map, you're able to realize that you've been going off course, and that you guys are now, if I could grab it here, maybe I zoom in. I don't know, man. I can't look it up right now. You guys are here. Do you see the way I removed the 4 tiles by the Aldani Basin? Okay, that's where you are, right? And you notice that you veered a little bit off track, but you are able to now correct your path and head west to Orolunga. My cap is very becoming. Thank you. Okay, so now you're going to head in the correct direction. You don't need to roll the d6 or another perception check, but I am going to roll. Oh boy. All right. As you are walking through the jungle, you happen upon the moldering remains of a human wearing a flaming fist style helmet with his legs broken.
Did he owe somebody money?
Oh, I don't know. You might have to examine him closer.
I'm just joking, but
I know.
yeah.
In all seriousness, as a former enforcer, that is something I would do, is break the legs.
There you go. Alright, so you gave it to Thok. Already done. Thank you, Toxic. Alright. Moving closer to the corpse, you see that the legs are not broken so much as they were crushed by something heavy.
Alright, I want to search this guy himself.
Okay, like his pockets or just like the corpse?
Yeah, like his pockets, any equipment he's got.
Okay. You find a canteen, and then you find but the canteen is almost completely crushed under the weight of whatever it was that broke this poor man's legs. You do find a coin purse with two gold pieces and 38 silver. And you find a short sword tucked in a scabbard, but the sword is all twisted and bent, and it also looks like it was crushed underneath something very heavy.
You said he had this flaming fist emblem somewhere. Like, was he wearing armor?
From what you can see, it looks like he just had like leather armor on, but and a helmet that had the flaming fist insignia on it.
Are there any statues around?
Statues? No.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I was thinking similar to the stone golem that tried to kill him.
I'm thinking of doing maybe a check of the surrounding area to see if I can spot any tracks or anything to see what might have killed this man. So
Absolutely.
I'll do a perception.
Investigation. Because you're actively looking for something. Okay. Believe it or not, you passed. Okay? You begin looking around, and you see this very large area where the ground has been disturbed. You can't quite make out the shape or the impression of what it was, but something very big, upset the ground here.
All in favor of leaving this area as fast as we can?
Lead the way, I'm right behind you.
Okay. As you guys begin to scramble and catch your belongings, let me move you here. You see that in front of you.
Oh boy.
And it raises up its head and it lets out the most blood-curdling yell. I'm still kind of sick. Becky, make a dinosaur yell, please.
Huh?
Do it. Make a dinosaur yell.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, you suck.
Maybe I can simulate one for you since I'm Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. No, that was a that was the old college try. I'm gonna go ahead and give you inspiration for being a good sport. All right, so you guys are standing there, and this T-Rex, it's like straight out of Jurassic Park. He comes lumbering out of the jungle into a clearing, and he throws his head back and roars. And then after you guys all shit your pants, it's time to roll initiative. Three?
You need to clear it because I haven't rolled yet, and it shows me as a 22 on there.
Okay. No, Sarpedon hasn't rolled yet either. Small nitpick. The icon looks like an Allosaurus. It does. I feel your pain. Sounded like a surprise ghost. My throat is still sore. I was sick earlier this week. Alright. 13. Sarpedon's on the tracker. We can fix that. Bad turn. Alright. Now everybody's good. Cade had an 18. And my dinosaur is going last. Let's move this over here so that you can see it. Alright. Cade, you have the first turn.
Guys, are we gonna kill or run?
What kind of comment is that from a barbarian?
Oh, alright. Rage, move, attack.
Uh, 14 is a hit. Wow, 2 14s. Alrighty. Do you have anything else? No?
Yeah, I'm gonna move again.
Yeah. Run away!
Yep, I know. Gives the opportunity at disadvantage.
I thought you... Oh, no. You're not a rogue. Okie dokie. Oh shit! What is this coming in right now? 7:16. That is now. So we have to wait for that to catch up. Alright, but he is going to try to bite you. With an 18, that is a hit. But you are raging, so it's only going to be 16 damage.
Doesn't my dash allow me to move and give him disadvantage?
From Wada with this message for the kids. Hey, thank you, Wada. I appreciate you. Do me a favor and take a look at this chart and let me know if you'd like to interact with our game today. Alright? Alrighty.
Noise.
Hey, there it is. A little late. I thought that I thought nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Cade, character. No. Lucky death card, danger sense, fast movement, speed increases, eagle totem. Other creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attack rolls against you. You are correct. You can use dash action and bonus action. Spirit eagle. Okay. Yep. So he attacks you with disadvantage and a 14. 14 is a miss, right?
Correct.
All right. That's why you were pointing it out. Good.
Exactly.
Good. So the as you begin to run away, you're this teeny tiny halfling running from this gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he opens up his massive jaws and scoops down and tries to bite you, and just you can feel the wind just as he misses. So, Cade is going to be done, and Thok, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Okay, 10 is a miss.
And that'll be it.
Alright. Serpedon?
I am going to shoot it with my longbow. And I'm going to try and shoot it again.
Okay, miss and then a hit for 8.
Okay, and I think that's going to be it.
Alrighty. So next up will be the dinosaur. And the dinosaur, he is going to run up. And yes, I do mean run. And with a surprising swiftness for something so very large, he is going to full sprint towards Thok. And first he lashes at you with his tail. So 28 is a hit for 24 damage. And then in one fluid motion, he's going to scoop down and try to snap at Sarpedon with his bite. And
I'm going to use shield on this one.
okay. So he comes down at you, and you throw up your arms, and you shield, and then you see the magic emanate from your fingers, and you are able to protect yourself from his massive jaws. All right, Cade, it is your turn again. Throw it, Thok. Throw it. Just pick up the dinosaur and toss it.
Alright, I guess it's time to rush the dinosaur up the tail and back, and I'm going to land on his shoulders. Or at least try to.
Okay, yeah. So go
Just
ahead.
waiting for which roll you want.
It would be strength athletics, because you're trying to brute force climb your way up there. and you are successful. So you are able to get up onto the T-Rex's back, and you're standing there at the base of his neck.
What?
So it's not like he's able to turn around and bite you. What?
You can't get on a T-Rex.
Sure you can.
No, you can't.
Yep, he's strong.
It's a baby T-Rex.
You get out. You're no fun.
While I'm here, let's take a couple swings at it.
Not yet.
Oh, wrong button.
It's okay. You took your turn. You ran up. You started climbing on it. That is your turn, right? But now you're in a safe position where he can't really bite at you. He's not gonna, as long as you can maintain a strength check at the start of your turns, then you can attack him without fear of repercussions. All right. That's how we're gonna do that. Thok, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna have to pull out the mace. Use Lightbringer. God.
So goes without it saying that is a miss.
Yeah, I'm using my War Priest ability. Swing again. All right, this is just getting worse. It's been 10, 9, and 8. All right, that's it, I guess.
Whoa, no. Give me 1 second. Okay, Sarpedon.
Okay, I'm going to move over here.
Yeah, I'm actually going to grab and move everybody just so that you're more in the center. Okay.
And I'm gonna take another shot. And
All right, 15 will hit, and then you have and 23 is also hit, so that's total of 11.
okay, and that'll be it for my turn.
Alright, now the T-Rex is going to first try to bite Cade, and miss. And then it's going to try and bash Thok with its tail, and succeed for 27.
I'm sleeping.
Okay, so when he hits you with his tail, okay, like he lashes out at you, and because it's so just gargantuan, it doesn't just hit you and knock you to the ground. You go flying, and you land off in the bushes over here. All right, Cade.
Oh, we could really use Reptar to try biting him back.
That is correct, Wada. Every 100 is an extra hour. Yep. Plus, surprise, it's daylight savings times today. So, technically, since we hit, 2 extra hours, it's now 3 and 4. Because it said 2 a.m. is when the clocks go back. Fun times. Fun times. Anyway. Sorry, Kate, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's right, it gave me a chance to decide if I wanted to use one of my cantrips or swing the axe.
Wait, cantrips? Oh, okay, well, you swung, you missed. Attacking again.
I'm going to use Lucky.
Oh. Hey, and that's a hit.
And my turn's done.
Alright, Thok, make a death saving throw, please. It's a pass. Alright, Sarpedon. It's a fail. And another fail.
I think this turn I'm going to use my action surge and make another try with the longbow.
Okay.
God damn it.
I need to...
Damn, what's up with our rolls this game?
You get to attack again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because your action surge gives you an additional action, which you are then using for the attack action. And your extra attack says, whenever you take the attack action, you get to attack twice.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, well, that last one hits. 1 out of 4 ain't bad. That's terrible. Hey, do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it for this one.
All right. It is the T-Rex's turn. He is going to, run forward. And the first thing he does is, swipe at you with his tail. And he misses. And then he scoops down and tries to bite Kate again. Oh no, he can't. You're behind him. You're on his neck. So he swipes at you with his tail, and then you see him lean his head back, and he's like chomping at the air, trying to knock Cade asunder. Cade, I forgot to have you do it on your turn. Can you make an athletics check just to make sure you stay on past it? Flying colors. So you're hanging on. You are not letting go. However, at this moment, you hear a noise coming out of the jungle. And you see 3 Chultans with paint on their faces that is reminiscent of like a snake. And 2 of them go to Thok and start picking him up. And they are carrying him away. The third one gestures, and they're like scooping their hand toward them, like follow.
We're kind of busy at the moment, if they couldn't see that. Or are they, or I don't know, does it look like they have some sense of urgency, like they want us to run away from the T-Rex?
Well, so I'll explain this again, okay? So these 3 come out of the jungle. The 2 pick up Thok and start carrying him into the jungle, all right? And the third one is looking at you, and she's waving frantically. Follow, come.
The way this fight's going, I'm inclined to go along with it. I shout up to Cade that maybe we should run and try and fight another day.
Get clear, I'll catch up.
Okay. Well, actually, Cade, it's your turn first.
Okay.
So as this is happening, they come, they grab Thok, they start to run, and then it's your turn. So you have to act. What are you going to do?
Cantrip.
Speak with animals. Okay. Limited by their intelligence. Okay. So you use speak with animals, and then what are you going like? Speak to it. What are you going to say?
We didn't mean to interfere. We didn't mean to hurt you. Just let us go, and we'll leave you in peace.
Okay. And the only response that you get is a smattering of words, all jumbled and thrown together in one giant sentence. Food, hunger, smash, kill, eat. Hunger, food, smash, eat, hunger, food.
With where I'm sitting, do I have a general idea of where those little pig things were, the little frog things with the arrows and that?
That was you guys have already traveled like two days. That's very far away.
Yes, but do I at least know a general direction of where it's at?
Yeah, that would be to your east.
Alright, I'm going to tell him and give him a general direction. That direction is an entire village that will keep him fed for a very long time.
Okay. And then what do you do?
I'm going to sit here until I know whether or not he actually takes the bait and goes in that direction.
Okay. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Roll a persuasion check to try to persuade the T-Rex to leave you alone. Okay. Logic and reason doesn't seem to work here. Just from the conversation you've had with him, you can see that he's only focused on one thing. Food. I swear, it's Reptar. This is what he mutated the rest of the way, and now.
No further action until Sarpedon's clear.
Alright, Thok, can you make another death save, please? Oh boy. Alright. Sarpedon, it's your turn.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to run in the direction those people were beckoning us.
Okay, so you're just gonna disengage and then run towards Thok and the Choltons?
Yeah.
Okay. So, no rules necessary, you just get out of there. And then, on the T-Rex's turn, he seems completely disinterested in chasing Thok and Sarpedon. Instead, he's still standing in place, head up in the air, just flailing and chomping, trying to get Cade off of his neck. Cade, strength check, please. Or athletics, I'm sorry. Okay, so, amidst all of the thrashing from the T-Rex, okay, at this point, you lose your grip and you fall. And you take 14 bludgeoning damage. You are still raging, so it is halved to 7. But you land on the ground, and it is your turn. So right now, like, this thing is standing over you. What would you like to do?
Oh, let's dash and get out of here.
Okay. You dash, not disengage? I know it's a small clarification. Just trying to get everybody in the habit of the right things. I'd ride the T-Rex. He did ride the T-Rex. Anyone know how I roll for the wondrous item table? Yeah, I do. I know. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second so we can figure this out. It's going to benefit somebody. If I think it's 10 items on the table, so you just exclamation D10.
Actually, the one this item you have linked, I think, is 20 items.
Exclamation D20. Oh, what a... Okay. So, Cade disengages and runs away. Alright? Now, you guys are successful in... Can you roll 3 times since of $5 each? Is it? Yeah, man, that's cool. I'm good. Okay, that's a good one. You might have to wait a minute because of the stupid thing, the spam filter built into the bot. You have the same bot, so I'm sure you understand. Oh my god. Alright. Let me get with you guys. So these Choltons, right? They collect you guys and you know, they just kind of hurry you throughout the through the jungle, right? And because you were successful in navigating yourself on the you know, earlier when you first started coming in this direction, you're able to tell that these people are taking you in the direction of Orolunga. You got one more for me, Wada? Okay. Yeah, dumb bot settings. So, okay. So, if you guys haven't, don't look at those yet. You don't want to ruin the surprise, but those items will be incorporated in some point before the end of tonight. So let me pop those out. Okay. So these Choltons, they take you by the hands. They're literally carrying Thok through the jungle, and they're moving at a near breakneck pace, right? Sarpedon and Cade, it takes great effort to keep up with them, and any opportunities you've taken, any time you've tried to talk with them, to ask them questions, they simply ignored you. So, what would you guys like to take an action, or are you just going to continue the follow?
I can keep up as long as Sarpedon can.
I can keep up if he can. I don't, are you falling behind? Because I'm fine. So Cade and Sarpedon are having a pissing contest about trying to keep up. And as you guys run through the woods, you come to a... No, you don't need to make any kind of check. You come to a massive brick and stone ziggurat that rises from the jungle. As you come to the foot of this structure, they set Cade down along the steps, and they kind of stop and sit, and they catch their breath.
I'm gonna go check on Doc.
Okay. He is unconscious, and his breathing is somewhat ragged and unsteady.
He conscious or is he still out?
He's unconscious. Is he still riding the T-Rex? My internet is awful at work. No. He was unable to maintain his grip, and when he fell, he ran for fear of being squished.
All right. I think I'm going to try and get some answers from the people who rescued us.
Okay. So they are sitting silently and at the base of the ziggurat, and they are just taking deep, long breaths. They're not saying a word to each other, to you. They're just...
All right, then I'll just give them a while to catch their breath for now.
Okay. After maybe 15 minutes of resting and they catch their breath, the Choltons stand up without saying a word and begin to walk off into the jungle.
I say, wait, who are you? Can I at least thank you for coming to our aid?
They turn and look at you, and again, without saying a word, they point up to the top of the ziggurat.
Well,
Alright.
I think I know where they want us to go.
All right. Well, something about this seems suspicious, but I suppose it's worth investigating.
Oh, if you don't like it, we can always go back and find the T-Rex again.
Okay. Ignoring him, I decide to try and scale the ziggurat and see what I find.
By yourself? Because I haven't, I know I haven't really given you a description yet, but
What do I see
ziggurat
first?
standing in front of you is massive. There are stairs that lead up along the side, and the stairs travel about 30 feet up before you can see a landing. And on the other end of the landing is another set of stairs that goes up another 60 feet, and it continues up and up. So trying to scale the ziggurat by yourself would separate you from the party and take a great deal of time.
All right, then. I guess instead, maybe we should try to stay near Thok for now. Maybe take a long rest, perhaps. Because it's probably nightfall by now, right?
Yeah, you guys had traveled quite a ways before encountering the T-Rex.
Alright then, I guess we should set up camp.
So is Thought going to wake up during a long rest, or one of us have to heal him?
No, because he's not in danger of dying, right? He's just unconscious. So if you guys are going to take a rest, he would be... are you guys taking a long rest or short rest?
May as well be a long one since it's nightfall.
Okay, then, yeah, he'll just recover and stand up. Okay. So, Thok, did you set your...
Yep, I got my hit
health
points
and
back and my
Okay.
saves unchecked. I feel refreshed now.
Oh, good. Good.
Alright, well, I tell him what happened and say that the Choltons that came to our rescue said we should, or at least gestured that we should go up to the top of this ziggurat. What do you think?
So I kind of like want to look around at my surroundings then, I guess, and try and figure out, like, you know, if it looks safe to traverse.
They saved us from the T-Rex. They pointed in that direction. Good enough for me.
All right, well, I guess we start climbing.
Okay. The moment your foot touches the steps... I didn't hear anybody say they were checking for traps. The moment your foot touches the steps... There's no traps, I'm just messing with you. But the moment your foot touches the steps, you immediately recognize the hum of magic. It's seeped in every pore of the stone along the ziggurat.
So is that like everybody feels it or just me?
Yep. No, everybody.
Okay.
Can I make some sort of check to see whether it's a malevolent sort of magic or benevolent?
Are you proficient with Arcana?
No, not really.
Alright, just make an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay. You don't get any kind of negative feeling or reaction from this magic.
Alright then, I say this to my comrades and continue up the steps.
I'll follow behind.
Okay. So I'll describe the ziggurat a little bit, and then I'm going to tell you what you see as you are ascending. Okay. The ziggurat is a massive brick and stone structure rising from the jungle. There are 2 staircases that angle up and across the front face, one from the right, then to the left, to meet a landing on the second level 30 feet above your heads. The layout repeats on the second level and then on the third, but with each successive layer adding less height than the one below it. The fourth level, 60 feet above the jungle floor, is an enclosed shrine or temple, and from where you're standing you can see that it is adorned with labyrinthian symbols. The jungle encroaches right up to this ancient structure. The first flight of steps are choked with creeper vines, tree roots, and flowers. It might have been surrounded by a city long ago, but the jungle is so dense that it would take hours of searching to find buried foundations and tumbled stones. Okay, so it gives you an idea that, it's there, but it's kind of right. No, I don't have a handout. Okay, anyway. So now, walking up the steps, okay, there's a tangle of roots, vines, and creepers that cover the steps. This is considered difficult terrain for all intents and purposes as you climb up the ziggurat. So, your movement will cost double as in order to ascend. Now, as you guys are climbing, these roots, these vines become very, very dense. Okay? And after about the first 10 feet, you begin to notice that there are thorns within the vines. And that in order to climb past them, you're probably going to get slashed by the thorns. Okay, so I want each of you to roll a d20 for me, please. Just a d20, no mods. Oh my god. Cade?
Yeah, I'm looking for dice to roll.
On the left-hand side of your screen, there's a bar, and then the second to last button is just a dice. And if you click it, you'll get a little box where you can pick and choose. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so the first 10 feet, the first landing is 30 feet up the steps, and then the first 10 feet of that 30, you can walk unhindered by the thorns. And the second 20 feet, you have to move very carefully or you get cut. Cade, being small and nimble, manages to walk through the thorny vines and only suffer 9 damage. Sarpedon and Thakur are much larger and in somewhat of a hurry. So Sarpedon, you take 16 slashing damage from the thorns, and Thak, you take 20. Holy shit, 20 damage. Alright, when you reach the landing at the top of the steps, you see a creature sitting there. And I just showed you a handout. And the creature is that little black creature with the white face. And as you approach the landing, you see it just standing there, watching down the steps towards you. It's about a foot tall, and the mask on its face resembles a triceratops head. So it's all white, but it's got 2 horns coming out of the top, and then 1 coming out where the nose is. It's also carrying a large orange and purple orchid.
If I try to speak to it, I'm going to try and speak to it and see if it answers back to me.
Okay. What would you like to say to it?
Hello, for starters.
Hey! And it turns and runs up the steps. Now, as it turns and runs, you can see that where the thorny vines are overlapping the steps, as the creature runs, the steps, the thorns part and allow the creature to pass. And then as it moves beyond where the thorns and vines have parted, they kind of move back around it.
I think I'm going to try and follow it, but use my sword to cut a path through the vines if I can.
Okay. So, Sarpedon, you're going to walk up to the front, and you're going to take out your sword and start hacking at the vines, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, you start chopping away, trying to cut the vines down so that you can walk through. And after what seems like an eternity, you step back to appraise your progress and see if you have made a adequate enough path. And despite there being all types of brush on the ground that you've chopped off, you cannot seem to notice any difference in the thickness of the vines.
Oh boy.
Well, I guess we still just push on then. Unless you want to light this thing on fire and see how that works.
I don't know. I don't think I want to set the entire temple on fire. I don't know.
I don't think we should set it on fire.
Okay. Well, let's try again.
Okay. As you guys are having this conversation about, setting it on fire, should we not set it on fire? What should we do? As you're having this conversation, Cade, you just happen to look down at your boots, and you see one of the Chwinga. Chwinga is just standing there, looking up at you.
I'm gonna crouch down so I'm closer to eye level with him.
It instinctively takes a step back, clutching at the flower in its hand.
I'm gonna ask him if he can help us through the thistles so we can get to where we're going.
It kind of cocks its head to the side. It doesn't speak to you, but its body language seems to show that it understands. It walks up to the edge of the thicket. It holds up its flower, and same as with the one before, the thorns part. And as the Chwinga passes through the brush, they then close around it.
Do I see any of those flowers just sitting around anywhere?
Standing where you are on the landing, you are looking around, and you will need to do a investigation check. I was gonna give you information for free. We don't do that. No, actually, you don't see any of those flowers. You don't.
I have intelligence of 8. Of course I don't see anything.
Yeah, maybe we should make a group check on this one.
Sure, go ahead.
Crap.
You look around, but you don't see anything that represents those brightly colored orchids either. What about you, Thok? You want to take a stab at it? Oh my god. Okay.
These rolls.
I know. These are... How do you affect this game? Okay, there are... well, actually, today there's 4 ways you can affect the game. Donate to me, donate to Cheer with Bits, use your bucks that you've accumulated for hanging out in the channel, and all of those are listed in the commands list that Snall has just linked to you, okay? And also there's a panel under the stream where you can see all the different things that you can do. But because it is our Extra Life Marathon, there is also... damn it, I typed the wrong thing. There is also this link that is only good today and tomorrow of ways that you can interact with the stream through donating to the hospital. Okay, sorry for the interruption, folks. What the hell are we doing? Oh, you guys are looking around for flowers. You don't see any from where you are currently standing, but I'm gonna give you a gimme. Okay, you remember that standing at the base of the ziggurat, you saw vines and tree roots and flowers, and the flowers at the base of the ziggurat were the ones that are being carried by the Twingas. That's fun to say, Twinga.
Alright, so who's going down to pick us a bouquet?
How far is it to the base, taking the stairs?
30 feet.
Hey, Thok, why don't you throw him down?
Hey, now.
That sounds
30 feet.
perfect.
30 feet of fall damage.
No, the last time I had fall damage, I got hurt way too bad. No. Taking the stairs from where we are to the bottom and back, how far is it?
And back, that's 60 feet. But remember, it is rough terrain. So it would, it's essentially like you're moving 120 units of movement.
Can I rage and dash?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Well, then let's rage and dash.
Okay, so you rage, all right, and I'm gonna just paint how this picture goes in my head. Okay, you're standing on the landing, right? You realize you're gonna have to go all the way back down to pick those flowers so that you can pass. And yeah, exactly. It's not flowers, and you go into a rage and you just start booking it down the steps. Thorns be damned. So you make it to the bottom of the step, and you see these flowers, and instead of just picking some and putting them in your pack, you're just grabbing them and just ripping them and throwing them everywhere. And you probably mangle many more flowers than probably needed to be. But you are able to grab 3, and although they may not be in the same perfect condition that they were when they were still attached to the ground, but you have them in your hand. However, you do need to roll damage for the running through the thorns. So another d20, please. So 7.
Good thing I went into a rage.
Yeah, take 3 piercing. Slashing. And then you're going to run back up. And again, roll a d20.
Wouldn't the thorns part for the flowers I'm holding?
Yep, that is an astute observation. So on your way back up, the thorns just kind of shuffle themselves out of the way, and then yeah, you're good.
When I get back to the top, we'll give one of the flowers to Thok and one to the Sarpedon and say, okay, now let's try this again.
Well, you're still raging, so you don't just kind of hand it to him. You walk up there and you have the flower and you throw it at them angrily, and you're like, "Here's your fucking flower." All right, you're a berserker. I mean, you can't just shut it up. Anyway, all right. So you have your flowers in hand. What would you guys like to do?
Storm off in the direction we're supposed to be going.
All right. So you guys begin ascending the second set of stairs. And for reference, what is the marching order?
Me and then whoever's behind me.
I'll take the end.
Okay, and I'll go in the middle.
Okay. So, as you begin to ascend the steps, the first step that you like from walking on the landing, as soon as you put your foot on the step of the second set of stairs, you see that the stone is crumbling from age and decay. You immediately have to step back or risk falling down. And it seems that the stairs are going to be impassable. Impassable? Impossible to pass. Yeah. Unpassable. I've been awake for 19 hours. Don't judge me. 20 hours. Ow, we hit 20! Oh, no. Oh. Anywho.
Oh, the stairs are impassable. If I wasn't raging before, I am now.
So, Kate is standing at the base of the steps, just fuming, swearing to the high heavens because of these insufferable things that this ziggurat is putting you guys through. And as you guys are watching him, vent, you see another Tringa standing there at the base of the steps. This one's mask is different from the first. It resembles a chameleon's head, and it is also carrying an orange and purple orchid, and he also has a red parrot's feather. And as it notices you guys looking at it, it turns and runs up the steps with ease.
Great, now we just have to find a red parrot.
What do we need a bloody red parrot for? The steps ain't there.
Well, this little Chwinga was able to pass the impassable stairs with ease when he had the feather, so maybe it's another one of these objects that we have to collect in order to get to the top.
All right, I'm going to look around. Are there any of these feathers around?
Perception check. Yes. Looking around on the base of the second landing, you see that there are actually a great number of those red parrot feathers laying around.
All right, I'll pick those up and hand one to each of to Sarpedon and Cade. All right, let's try these and keep going forward then.
Grab the feather, saying, if this doesn't work, I'm coming back from the grave to haunt you till the day you die, and start storming up the stairs.
Okay. As your foot touches the stairs, they begin to crumble, and you feel as if you're going to fall. When the stairs have completely dissolved, and there is no longer anything under your foot, you are still standing there somehow, defying gravity.
Proceed up the stairs before reality catches up with what I'm seeing.
Okay. So everybody's gonna continue?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright. As you make it to the the third landing, you can see yet another set of stairs. And whereas these stairs seem to be in excellent condition, however, you see that they are completely covered by swarms of what appear to be poisonous snakes, slithering back and forth over the stairs on top of each other. It's just this huge writhing mass.
Okay, well, like the other two stairs, there's probably some sort of object lying around that acts as a key in order to get through this obstacle. So I'll roll for perception.
Okay. Okay. So you start looking around, and you see a third Chwinga. And this one is sitting on the ground, looking up at you. And its hands are folded under its chin. And it's just staring. And you hear this weird little chittering sound.
Okay. And he's not holding anything, right?
Nope.
Well, I guess I'll try to ask it if there's any sort of way to the top through these snakes.
Okay. He does that same quirky gesture that as the first one you had seen. He tilts his head to the side and stares at you for a moment, and then he jumps up to his feet and runs over into a nearby bush.
Okay, I'll try to follow him and see where he's going.
Okay. You take a step towards the bush, and the Chwinga reemerges, and in his hands are a orange and purple orchid and a red parrot feather. And then what you see him do is he walks up to the stairs where all the snakes are, and he leans down real close where the snakes are at the base of the steps. And you see him take his flower, and he starts to tap a snake on the head. He just tap, 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 tap. And you see the snake begins to open its mouth and hiss. It's very agitated, and it begins to rise up as if it's going to strike the Chwinga. And then the Chwinga takes his feather, and he starts tapping it on the snake's tail. Tap, 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 tap. And then you see the snake begin to calm down again, and it starts to lay flat. The Chwinga turns back and looks at you.
Okay. While watching this, I walk up to a snake and try to repeat the ritual I've seen.
Okay. Mimicking the Chwinga's actions, the snake, as before, sits up upright as if it's going to bite you. Then you tap it on the tail with the feather, and it lays down flat and still and calm. And then the Chwinga, after it sees you do this, he makes a nodding gesture, and then you see his hands dart out and grab the snake. And you see it stretch the snake out straight, and he leans back like this, and he just shoves the snake down his throat and eats it. And then the Chwinga runs up the steps, and the snakes do not bother him.
Okay, with a little bit of a wince, I do as the Chwinga did. I grab one of the snakes and shove it down my throat.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. All right. So, you feel funny. Very funny. Your legs become all tingly, and you don't think you're gonna be able to support yourself for long.
Okay, I try to take a step forward towards the snakes.
And when you do, you fall onto your belly. Not hard enough to hurt, but now you're laying on your belly on the ground. And instinctually, you put your arms to your side and you hold your legs together real tight. And you begin to kind of slither like a snake.
Okay. Am I magically turning into a snake or something?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is what I've just told you.
Okay. I try to slither, I guess, my way up the stairs.
And as you touch the steps where all the snakes are, you rub against the multitude of snakes, but they pay you no attention. They are completely unbothered by your presence.
Okay. I shout back to Thok and Cade, hey, you should try this. It's really fun, and I feel kind of funny.
Okay, so he turns back and he shouts to you guys, hey, you should really try this. It's a lot of fun. I feel really silly. You know, and start to slither.
I'm looking at Cade like, is he for real?
I'm looking at Doc and looking at the ledge above us and trying to figure out how far it is and if Doc could possibly throw that far.
No. Remember, the length of the steps gets longer. The first landing was 30 feet. The second landing was 60. And then the third landing, I believe, was also 60.
Alright, well, I guess I want to perform the ritual and try and swallow a snake.
Okay. Do you recall the ritual? What do you have to do?
I tap it on the head with the flower, and then on the tail with the feather. And then once it's like, it pretty much goes limp, I pick it up and then try to swallow it.
Okay. You are successful, and you're able to swallow the snake. I need you to do a Constitution saving throw, please. Ooh. Okay. So, swallowing the snake, you do not feel right. You immediately have this stinging, sharp sensation in your stomach, and you feel like you're going to get sick. Take 21 psychic damage. And that does not make you unconscious, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so you feel this this pain in that originates in your stomach, and it starts as a physical pain, but then it radiates through your entire being, in your mind, and after you are finished, you begin to retch, and the snake crawls out of your mouth.
Alright, I'm going to have to drink a couple of health potions.
Okay. Kate, you just watched this all happen. What would you like to do?
Let's see. 2 people successfully did it. 1 failed to do it. My guy's an idiot. I'm going to walk up to a snake, tap it on the head with the flower until it rears back. When it rears back, tap it on the tail with the feather. When it goes all limp and passive, pick it up, pull it straight, and swallow it down.
Okay. Constitution save, please. Okay. So, you get this sharp pain in your stomach, and it starts as a physical pain, but then it becomes something much more. You take 21 psychic damage.
Good night.
You're unconscious. All right. Does it still look out of sync? I just fixed it. I hope it helped. Alright, Thok. Sarpedon is slowly just slippery snaking his way up the steps, happy as can be. What are you going to do, Thok?
I'm going to actually cast a prayer of healing on myself and Cade here.
Okay. You might have to roll it from the front page.
Alright, so we both get 11.
All right.
Alright, when I come to, look at the flower, look at the feather, look at Sarpedon. Yeah, walk up, tap a snake on the head with the flower. When it rears back, tap it on the tail with the feather, then pull it straight and try it again.
And as he's doing this, I want to cast guidance on him.
Guidance. Okay. So go ahead. You consume the snake, same as before. Make a Constitution save, and then roll a d4. Alright, doesn't matter. You passed. So, you eat the snake. You feel funny again, but this time it begins as a tingling sensation in your legs. You eventually fall, and then you feel compelled to keep your arms to your sides and your legs close together and wiggle around on your belly.
And slither my way up the stairs behind Sarpedon.
Alrighty, Thok.
Alright, I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Yeah.
And then try the whole ritual again.
Okay. Tappy, tappy, tappy. Calm down. Tap, tap. Okay. You also are successful and able to complete the ritual.
Okay. Well, I guess we're slithering up the building now.
Okay. As the two of you make it to the top of the landing, you find Sarpedon is already there, and he's seated on the ground, and he's kind of rubbing his arms and legs as he regains sensation, and the spell is wearing off. Once you guys make it to the top, the magic quickly begins to dissipate, and you also are able to resume standing and use your arms as normal. Okay. As the spell wears off, in your hands are still the flower and the feather, and you're standing there. In front of you, at the top of the ziggurat, you see what appears to be a shrine. There are runes and hieroglyphs carved into the sides of it, but the shrine seems positively ancient. It's in a great state of disarray, and looking into the single chamber of the shrine, you can see that it is empty. It's been abandoned for possibly centuries.
I'm going to walk forward into it.
Okay. Walking inside the shrine, you instantly see something much different than what it looks like on the outside. Inside the shrine, it is well lit. There's lanterns everywhere. The actual, tapestries on the walls, the stone that the shrine is constructed from, it looks like it was brand new. Everything is clean, everything is orderly, and you can even smell incense in the air. And hanging lamps illuminate the room, and the exotic scents and curling smoke are everywhere. Cushions and reed mats cover the floor. Pots of blooming flowers line the plastered walls, and singing birds flit from plant to plant. In the middle of the room, you see an immense snake with iridescent scales resting on a heap of cushions opposite the doorway. It rises slowly to a height of 7 feet, staring directly into your eyes as it moves. Its face is remarkably human-like, and its tongue flicks before it speaks. It bows low in front of you, and it says, "I am Saja Mbaza. What do you seek in this ancient place? Speak truly, for I know what is in your heart."
I think I'm going to step forward, maybe take a knee to show respect, and say, "We are searching for a malicious artifact that is casting a death curse on this world and preventing the use of resurrection magic. We seek to destroy this artifact and restore order to this world."
He considers what you said carefully, his tongue flitting in and out of his mouth the entire time. And then he looks to Cade, and he says, "What of you?"
Looking for what's causing the death curse, which is slowly killing me, get rid of it, and then get back to what we were doing before.
And so what do you require of Saja Mbaza?
We were told that this artifact lies somewhere here on the island, and that you may know of its whereabouts, or possibly be able to help us find it.
What information do you have of this artifact?
It is a magical artifact that is drawing the souls of the dead towards it, as though consuming them. It is the Thok. What was it called?
Thok is apparently struck speechless by the majesty of the guardian Naga.
Checking my notes.
I know. He sits there and he's still staring at you guys And as he is, he's kind of rising up to his full height and then relaxing. His movements are all very snake-like because he's a sneaky snake. uh, it's I remember you had written it in your treasure. Jungle city far to the south, enclosed by cliffs, crawling with snakes, black obelisk draped in vines. I think that's all that you guys knew so far.
All right. Well, I simply asked the Naga, would you know how to find an object of such description on this island?
You're talking of Omu. Ew. STS Simon's Turtle? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How you doing today? He says, yes. Yes, I know exactly where Omu is. I would be glad to assist you in finding it. For you see, a great enemy of mine resides there, and he has been plotting for many a years to overthrow all life. And I could certainly use someone to stop him.
Well, we would be glad to be the ones to do so.
Tell me, young ones, do you know what a yuan ti is?
Out of character, I think I personally know, but would I have to roll something to make sure my character knows?
Nah.
Okay.
It's
all right.
common knowledge in some cases. I mean.
Okay. In which case, I say, yes, these creatures, these humanoid serpent-like creatures, I believe.
That would be correct. The Yuan Ti worship Sethis, and they wish to destroy and control all that are not Yuan Ti. They wish to dominate all life, and I know that my enemy Ras Nisi has set up in Omu. That is the city of snakes that you've seen in your vision. I will guide you to the location of Omu. I will even give you gifts to assist you on your way. But you must promise me you will destroy Rasni and all of his brethren. Not a single Yuan Ti can survive.
I'm down for it.
And you, small one, she said, turning to Kate.
Doing this will get the curse lifted, correct?
I cannot speak for your curse. All I know is the location you speak of is definitely Omu. And Omu is where the Yuan Ti are.
Okay, so, my second question would be, do I get to smash and kill stuff?
I would prefer you think of it as removing a blight from the surface of our world.
Okay, so we're speaking the same thing, just using different words. I'm in.
Well then, my children, I have a blessing for you. And the guardian Naga lifts up his head. And as he does, there's an emanation of bright light. And you guys are momentarily blinded. when you regain your vision, you see that in front of you, each of you, there is a small box.
Okay, I kneel down in front of my box and try to open it.
Okay. You receive, when you open the box, what you see is a brown leather bag. It's roughly 4 feet from mouth to bottom, and it looks to be of some exceptionally sturdy material.
Of some what?
Of an exceptionally sturdy material.
Okay. Can I tell what it is? Or hold on, I think I'll cast the spell Identify on it to get some more details about it.
Okay. You begin to say the words to channel and cast Identify as a ritual, and the Guardian Naga begins to speak. He says, "This I give to you, a bag of holding." He says that you can store as much as you desire in here. It can hold nearly anything, but it does have limitations. It cannot exceed 500 pounds. And if the bag is ever pierced or torn, it will rupture, and all of the contents will be destroyed and lost forever. Treat it carefully.
I bow my head and thank the Naga for his great gift.
Okay. Next.
Go ahead, Thok.
Okay, I know mine.
Alright. When you open yours, what you see is a book. And removing it from its box, the Naga again begins to speak. He says, "That, my son, is a tome of understanding. The book will help you gain insight and wisdom. The vellum it is written on has been infused with magic. Study it. If you peruse this book, if you learn its contents from cover to cover within the space of a week, it is guaranteed to make you smarter." And outside of context, the Tome of Understanding increases your wisdom by 2 once you've finished studying it.
Okay, I graciously accept this gift.
And I will now open my box.
Okay. In your box, you find a brass bottle with a lead stopper at the mouth.
Alright, pick it up, look up at the Naga.
And he says, "That, my son, that is an ever-smoking bottle. If you remove the stopper, a great thick cloud will pour forth, and everything inside the area will be heavily obscured. It is an invaluable tool for providing you and your allies with cover for a means of escaping, or if you need to be more clandestine." Clandestine. I can talk good.
Thank you, I appreciate this gift, and I will make sure it gets put to good use.
Okay. Now, he says, I have one more thing for you. Come here, you. And you. And he looks at Cade and Sarpedon. Approach.
And I will approach him.
As will I.
He says, I can see the drain that this death curse has on you. I can see it clear as day. Something siphoning off your astral form. And I may not be able to stop it, but I will be able to bolster you as you fight against the Yuan Ti and get to the bottom of whatever ails you. And after he says this, the Guardian Naga lunges forward and bites Sarpedon. Thoughts? Reaction?
I kind of panic at first, but do I notice or feel any sort of pain from this?
Yes, it hurts a lot. You're going to take you're going to take 1 piercing damage. Anywho, and then he lets go and he lunges forward and he bites Cade. And you take 6 piercing damage. Okay. He lets go and he leans back, his mouth still hanging open with his fangs exposed. And he seems to be savoring the taste of your blood in his mouth.
Gross.
Gross. He says, I give you my blessing. Hopefully it helps you through your coming trials. So, the Saja and Baza blessing, you two are going to get 30 temporary hit points. If you're unfamiliar with how temporary hit points work, they cannot be recovered. When you take damage, you take damage from your temporary hit points first, and once they're gone, they're gone. But he's given you a buffer to try and get to the end.
All right then. Thank you, Great Naga, for this. Hopefully, it should buy us more time.
A buffer is nice since he almost knocked me out. Oh, he also tells you to look at your map, and when you do, you can see that on your map, the location of Omu has been revealed, burned into the side of the map. And you guys are currently here in Orolunga. So, got quite a bit of a ways.
All right. Well, should we take our leave and start heading back now, or?
Maybe I try to ask the Naga if he knows what sort of perils lie on our way there.
He simply shakes his head, and as you are looking at him, you see that the Naga, the room, everything around you begins to kind of fade from your vision. And then in a matter of moments, you're standing again in the abandoned, desiccated temple.
All right, well, I guess we've got about as much help as we're going to get.
All right, well, I guess we'll start heading towards that direction as best we can, anyway. Hopefully, we don't get lost. Am I able to read the book as we're going?
Yes. Okay, and the way it works is you have to spend 48 hours studying this book. Alright? So, the way that it's going to work is every time you take a long rest, right? And 8 hours, remember, a long rest doesn't have to be 8 hours of sleeping, right? It's just 8 hours of any non-strenuous activity. So you could say, okay, well, I'll sleep for 4 hours and I'm going to spend 4 hours to study. And then so it would be 12 long rests, right? So on your character sheet somewhere, just maybe make like tally marks or keep a running count of long rests, and then once you get to 12, then you would have completed your study of the book, and then you will increase your wisdom by 2. And that plus 2 wisdom, that also increases your maximum wisdom, meaning that if you took the ability score mods, you could go up to 22 now. But all that said in mind, I need to take a potty break. I know Kate took a potty break too. Why don't we all take a potty break? It's a good idea.
Okay, talk to you guys.
All right.
Wow. A book of dirty pictures. Did they finally kill Repeat? Who is Repeat? That's kind of funny.
Alright, I'm back.
Holy crap, that scared me. That's Eric. That's Reed. And... okay. Yep. Alrighty. Did you miss anything important? The giant snake disappeared. And now you guys are standing in Orolunga. Confused, scared, alone.
Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you guys, would it be alright if we ended our game in maybe like an hour from now? I've got to do something for my folks, and B, I'm sure our game master would appreciate the early break from his 20-hour stream.
No. I can't. Gotta keep going.
Alright, well,
yeah, no, if you need to go, we can wrap it up early. That's not a problem. But I'm saying,
okay.
like, I'll still be here.
Okay, thanks guys. Is that alright with everyone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yep, it works. It means I live another week at least.
So, we are here. What would you guys like to do?
Well, since we're as high up as we are, can I get like a better understanding of the layout ahead of us? To maybe possibly like see past a few more of them blocks on the map?
That's reasonable enough. Because you're standing high up. Give you some vision out around you. What you're going to realize, there's not a whole lot here. Okay. Yeah, tell you what, I'll just remove this here. Okay. And what you can see is a river running along the length of the bay here. Why is that like that? Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. And here you see a something that I don't know what it is because I have to check my notes because I don't know what that is. That is... okay. Not the right one. Not the right one. Oh, it's just a river canyon. Huh. Why is it marked on the map? There's literally nothing here. Yep, you just see a large canyon here that feeds into a river that goes out to the sea. And a bunch of forest.
All right. Well, at least we got some more of the map uncovered at the very least.
And we actually have an actual destination now marked on the map.
Unless you donate more. That is correct, Snell. 7 hours left unless you donate more. Okay. I'm torn. Like, I'm tired and I want sleep, but then I also want to generate more money. So, I don't... This could swing either way.
All right. Well, I guess we can start heading down the steps.
Yep. You guys still have your flowers, right? So traveling down the steps is very much uneventful. Actually, I'm gonna go so far as to say that walking down the steps, the snakes are gone. The second flight of steps are just stone steps. There's nothing irregular, and all the vines have been cleared. You can simply just walk to the bottom. All the magic has dissipated.
All right. So I guess we're going to be heading straight off in the path that is marked on the map as best we can.
You mean like just like straight down?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just checking my notes, trying to find a thing and stuff. Okay. Alright. So, you guys begin heading out from Orolunga. Was this Orolunga the place where the guide's destination was supposed to be? Yes, that's where Iku was originally taking them. She was taking them to go see the Naga because she thought that he would be able to guide them to Omu. But then they got lost and they wound up towards the location of the hag. And then Iku was determined to go fight the hag, and the shenanigans ensued. Alright, anyway. So you guys begin to head to southeast. No rolls are necessary. You guys have a clear, complete map of this region. So you're able to navigate correctly. And so really the only thing left to do is to roll for random encounters, because that's always fun, right? And then rest, subtract rations, water, all that stuff. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So 3 random encounters, possibly. Okay. You guys, walking away from Orolunga, it's a long rest, so subtract your rations, 1, max hit die, all that hit point, all that shit. But as you're walking, you come upon a group of explorers, and in this group you can see a you can see that there is a mage, a priest, a scout, and 4 tribal warriors. Okay. Now, these people, when you come across them, they appear, dirty and haggard, and they appear very gaunt and thin. And when they see you in the jungle, they immediately rush towards you.
Do they look hostile?
Roll a perception check. You are unable to determine their intentions. You just know that the fact that these dirty, unkempt people are now running at you is very unsettling. You do not like that, not one bit.
Can I yell at them if that's close enough and they can stop right there?
Absolutely. So you yell at them, stop right there, that's close enough, and roll a intimidation check. Okay, so you shout out, and they all stop in their tracks, and they're kind of, oh, sorry, sir, we're so hungry, we've been lost out here for days. And then someone else shouts, weeks! It's been weeks!
Where were you headed to be lost as such?
We were on an expedition to Harakamar. It's a dwarven mine in the region. It's supposed to have untold riches, but we got lost. We've been foraging around in the forest, and we've been forced to eat bugs and all types of other manner of foul substance in order to survive.
All right, well, I kind of take pity on them and hand them a couple of rations from my pack.
Well, hold up. I will actually cast create food and water.
Okay. And how much food and water can you create with create food and water?
45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
That is a lot of food and water. Okay,
Oh.
so, all right, yeah. Just for food, 30 gallons of water. To sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours. Food is bland but nourishing, and spoils if uneaten after 24 hours. So they begin to chow down, and they're all down on their knees. Thank you, you saved us. You saved us. Oh. And then, as they're eating, one of the men comes up to you and he starts, tugging at your pant. He's like, please, can you take us back to the port?
I can point you in the direction of the port.
No, we can't navigate out here. That's how we ended up in this in the first place. You have to take us back.
We are on our way to vanquish a great evil. We cannot turn back.
But if you don't take us back to port, we're gonna die. We're lost and we won't be able to eat.
And you claim you've been lost for weeks, and you're still lying,
man.
And the jungle hasn't eaten you yet. You guys are doing just fine.
There used to be 12 of us, man.
Yeah, and we've been here a week, and there was 6 of us or 5 of us at one point.
All right. I think I'm going to call for a huddle up with Thok and Cade and say to them, I don't know, perhaps they could come with us and help us? What do you think?
That wouldn't be a bad idea to have numbers on our side.
Something for the dinosaurs to eat other than us? Hey, that works.
Okay, so I tell this troop of adventurers, well, we cannot turn back just yet until our mission is fulfilled. But so far, we have managed to navigate the jungle without much incident. Perhaps if you could come with us and help us with our mission, then we'd be glad to see you back to Port Nyanzaro.
No, that's not good at all. We have to go back now. No, we can't stay here another minute.
Then I'm afraid we are at an impasse. Our mission, the fate of the world is at stake based upon our mission.
But then you're killing us. You're sending us to die.
Okay, look at the bright side. If we complete our mission, at least there's a chance of you being able to be rezzed and brought back. We fail a mission, if you die, you're gone for good.
What are you talking about, man?
We are on a mission to end the death curse that has plagued this world.
The death what?
Listen, about the nearest place we can send you that we think would be safe would be to an ancient city. It's not too far from here. We can point you in the direction, and there at least you will find a friend of ours who may be able to help you. He is a magical being of great wisdom, and he would no doubt be able to protect you.
Magical being? I think you've been out in the sun too long.
And you really want us guiding you back to the port when you think we're nuts?
Help me! Help! These guys are crazy!
Sir,
I say we move. They got food, they got water, let's go.
For 24 hours, and then the food will disappear.
Alright, I simply...
They don't know that.
Alright, I simply show them the direction we came in and say, listen, just go in that path as far as you can. That is your only hope at this point. I'm sorry, there's nothing else we can do.
Alright, and as you guys begin to walk away, you can still hear them shouting, "But sir, please, you're gonna kill us, sir. Help, you're crazy." Okay, so continuing on.
I have not drawn my battle axe, they have not seen crazy.
Well, they're off in the distance. You guys left them behind. Cough. Do 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 do. Glad you bailed. Okay, so continuing to walk. This is your second of 3. Let's roll a dice of some sort. Ooh, what's that mean? Haha. Okay. As you guys are walking along, the screaming is going to attract a bunch of T-Rexes. As you guys are walking along, you find a cart that is in shambles on the road, and there is a deceased Triceratops in a harness that is attached to it. You also find nearby a corpse of one of the native Choltons.
I'll investigate it.
Okay. Investigating the cart, you find a box that seems to have survived whatever happened.
I'll open it.
Okay. Inside, you find 2 potions of healing. I just want to point out I rolled 2d4 to determine how many potions were in that box, and I rolled double ones. Sucks to be you. You could have had 8 potions, but you don't. So 2 potions of healing, and then you also find 19. What's that mean? Nothing. Just the potions. I lied.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's something. Wow, you guys got shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got a 20 on the on the random encounter table, which is okay. I'm gonna spoil the fun because you got shit on, and I want you to savor it. It's a treasure box, right? And the treasure box is supposed to contain 2d4 potions of healing, and then a random piece of treasure off of a table. And 1 through 20 is nothing. So you got the very least amount of potions and nothing.
Nice.
Yep.
It wasn't trapped or cursed. Hey, it works.
Real nice. Okay, so continuing along. You have one more encounter to roll for. Nope, not a D100. Okay. All right. As you are walking along, singing a song, get that T-Rex out of here. You're traipsing through the jungle, and you come across some giant frogs. Giant frogs. How many did I say? 10 of them. You seem to have blundered into an entire nest of them. Giant Thox? Thox not a frog, you silly goose. He's an orc. Orcs and frogs are entirely different. Alright, so you guys are walking along, you blunder into them, and there's really not time to react. We're just gonna roll initiative, and we're just gonna beat some stuff up. How's that sound? Does that sound like a good time? Okay. Sarpedon, Frog, Thok, Cade.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't get the bar to pop up that allows me to roll.
I got you. Did you click on your token? It didn't come up. Nice hat.
Yep, there it is.
They like your hat, Becky.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, Kate, you have the first action.
Looks like frog legs for dinner. Rage, move, attack.
I believe... Nope, that is a miss. The second one is not.
And I'll finish my turn there.
Alrighty. Giant frogs are going to take a turn. This frog is going to run up, hop up, ribbit, and it is going to bite you. And it is going to miss you. This frog is then going to try to bite you, and it is going to miss you. These frogs. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Whoops. Bite. Bite. My frogs suck! Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. 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 Wait, there's one more. There he is. Ribbit. Alright, and that's it. And the rest of them can't get close enough. And Sarpedon. Is going to swing at the frog in front of him. With a 17 for 8 damage. Yep. $12 damage. That will actually eliminate the first of the frogs.
Alright, that's it for me.
And Thok.
Alright, I'm going to move to here. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Alrighty. So, Spirit Guardians, what is the radius on that?
15 feet.
So, 15 feet. Maybe a blue. So, there's your Spirit Guardians aura. Can you cast it from the front so I can read the text? Because I always forget.
I'm trying to. It's not allowing me.
Boo. Boo, roll 20. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you have to cast it from the spell page in order to get it to work now.
I'm trying both right now.
Thank you. Alright, it's fine. I just read. Call forth spirits, 15 feet. When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be affected but unaffected by it. Are you designating anybody to be unaffected?
Oh, my teammates won't be affected.
Okay. An affected creature speed is halved. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, that makes a wisdom saving throw. Failed, 3d8 radiant. Successful save, half damage. Okay. Alrighty, so are you finished?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Alright, Cade?
Let's swing and try to hit him.
Okay. You are successful in your attack, and you hit the frog 5. And then again for 6.
And we'll finish my turn there.
Alright. So now it's Frog's turn. And what is your wisdom saving throw?
15.
15. And damn it, I just read it and I forgot it already. Was it 2d8? 3d8?
3d8.
Okay, can you roll your 3d8 for the damage, and then I'm going to make a bunch of saving throws. Okay, so 15. Jeez. We're going to start from left and then work our way around. Was it Dex? Dex saving throw? Yeah, Dex. Alright, first, fail. Second, fail. Third, pass. Fourth, fail. So, this one, minus 15. This one, dead. This one, minus 15. And then this one, half damage. Nope, not that. There we go. Alrighty. So that was them starting their turn. Oh god. Well, So the frogs, they're not smart, right? This guy is going to come in and bite you and miss. This one is going to come in and it's entering for the first time, so it has to make a save and fails, taking 15, and try to bite you. Fails. This one, jeez. Bite against Cade, miss. And the other two frogs, bite. 19 hits him for 2. And the target is grappled. Alright, and Sarpedon, that'll make it your turn. Grappled. Why not? Push tuck? No, okay, he's just pinging. 24, that will kill the first frog. Oh, roll D100, please. $66.
What was that?
I haven't read anything yet. 66. Slow to respond. You may not take bonus actions or reactions until the next round.
Okay.
Could be worse. So you are finished because you can't take a bonus action. Thuck.
Alright, we'll swing with Lightbringer.
Nerd alert. Hello, Joey. Okay. That will kill that one.
And that'll be it.
Alright. Kate, are you back?
Yes, I am.
Okay. While you were away, the one giant...
I wasn't away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you were grappled, so you have to pass a strength check at the start of your turn to try and bust free. And you fail. So you are continuing to be restrained and immobilized. Alright, Frog's turn. First one, this frog up here, the one that has you currently grappled with his bite, he is going to try and swallow you.
They need to repeat their saving throws
I'm sorry?
for my Spirit Guardians, because it's
Yeah.
up to 10 minutes.
Well, it's this one here. He's not in. So I'm doing this first, and then I'll do all your saving throws again.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to make a bite attack. If the attack is successful, he's going to actually swallow you. And then you'll be inside inside the frog's stomach, in addition to being restrained, immobilized, and then you'll also be blinded. And then you'll start taking acid damage because... Okay, so here's the bite. 15 is a miss, so he does not swallow you. Okay, alright, now a bunch of saving throws. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1, pass, fail, fail, pass. So it doesn't matter. Even passing, he's low health, and that will kill him. He's already dead. He's low health and dead. And he passes. You didn't roll your damage. Sev 17. Okay. So that leaves this frog here. Hasn't taken action. He's going to bite. And hits you, Cade, for 6. This frog here is going to come in, make a dex save, and pass. And he's going to try to bite Thok. And fail. And then that's my turn. Sarpedon? That is a hit for 8. And the second strike will kill the one that is next to you.
Okay, that's it.
Thok?
All right, I'm going to move closer towards Cade to try and help him get ungrappled.
Boo! Boo! Alright, is that all?
So, do I need to roll anything to like assist in ungrappling him?
Okay, if you're going to be taking the help action, then when he rolls on his turn to try and burst free, he'll be rolling with advantage because you're helping him.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the help action then.
Okay. All right, and his turn is next. So, Cade, go ahead and make a strength saving throw, athletics even if you're proficient, and then you have advantage on the roll. All right, so 12 is high enough, and you are able to burst free.
Of the first one.
What do you mean of the first one?
The second one bit me while I was grappled by the first.
Yeah, but you can't be double grappled. They both engulf you in their mouth and wrap you up in their tongues, and it becomes this weird French kissing toad thing. No, I don't think that works. No matter how much we want it to.
Can I still attack?
Absolutely. You burst free. You have an action. Okay, so 18 is a hit. That will kill the first one. Must you say things you'll never unhear? And then the second hit is successful. And I think I only have the one frog left. Yep. Alright, are you finished, Cade?
Yes, I am.
Alright. The giant frog now is going to attack Thok. And it's a hit for 2.
Is that aura still up?
Oh, yes it is. You're right. Can you roll the damage, please? Because I failed it. And, okay, that frog does not hit you for 2. He just dies on his turn to your spirit guardians. Alright. What am I doing? That's the page we were just on. Woo! Alrighty. So that was your third random encounter. That puts you guys... you're looking at your map, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. That puts you guys right here. Okay? So now moving forward, because you're in uncharted terrain, you're going to have to resume rolling the survival checks to try and make it through the jungle and try to stay on course. So, is Thok going to continue being the navigator? He's doing pretty good. He didn't get you lost yet.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right. So, you're going to travel. I need more space. You're going to travel another day, and I won't have you roll yet because you just got into the uncharted terrain. It's not like you'd be lost. Like as soon as you step into jungle, like what? Where are we? And then, so we'll go ahead and roll. See if you guys have an encounter. And you do. Of course you do. What would this game be like if you didn't have encounters for flavor and fun? Okay. You find. Oh God. All right. You hear the sound of something very huge stomping around in the jungle. Like, as you're walking through, you come to a halt because you hear this loud boom, crash, and then you hear a grunt followed by the sound of a tree falling to the earth. What do you guys do?
I don't know. I think run away from it as fast as possible.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. As you guys begin to run, as you guys begin to run, let me just spam. Okay. You hear a voice shout out to you. Hey you! What are you doing?
Just passing through. We are but travelers.
Turning around to look at the voice who shouted out to you, you see several of these coming out of the woods. They tower above you, and you realize that those crashing sounds you heard was them pushing some of the jungle trees out of the way as they were walking through. They look down at you, and they see, like, they are towering up as tall as the trees, and they're looking down, and anytime they speak, it's almost deafening. They say, "Have you seen a man?"
Well, not a single man, not exactly. Could you tell us more about him?
He is a human man. And he gestures above his head. He goes, hair. He has hair. And he looks like, and he gestures to the front of his face. Hair, again, hair.
I don't believe we have met any such individual.
One of the other giants, you see him raise a giant, fist, the size of a boulder, and he clubs the other guy in the back of the head. Says, "You stupid. You don't know common words. You shut your mouth." And then he kind of stoops down and gets at eye level with you. He says, "His name is Simber. Artist Simber. He's taken something precious that belongs to us, and we seek to retrieve it at any cost. If you see him, it would behoove you to steer clear of him and our property." And he's making very menacing faces at you. He's
Duly noted. We will be sure to keep that in mind.
Okay. And then they continue tromping through the woods and knocking down everything in their path.
Well, okay then.
Chalt is a crazy place. Alright. So now, you guys are in the woods. That was a day's worth of journey. So you guys know the drill, right? Rations. If you have the death curse, a hit point. Whittling down. And then, Navigator. I need you to make a survival check. Okay, alright, so you didn't get lost. Oops. Okay. So continuing now. Let's roll again. 17. Still have 6 hours. I know. I know. Okay. I'm sorry. I was reading. No. You shut up. I'm just gonna roll a whoop. Okay, as you were walking past, crap. What's your wisdom? Your passive perception, Doc? Isn't it like 23 because of the feet? Pretty sure it is. Ruin all my fun. Core. No, it's definitely not 10. That's not right. So let's see. 4, 7, 17 plus 5, 22. It should be 22. It is you in the box there. You just want to put the 5 from your feet, and then it should track everything else automatically. 24. 24. It doesn't matter. 24. It's well over the required amount that I needed. As you guys are walking through the jungle, you see a mass of vines on a boulder, right? And most of the party is walking along. They think nothing of it. But Thok, the ever-vigilant and perceptive thrower of people, notices it for what it is. And he shouts out a warning in time, making sure that the party avoids being surprised. Because Thok was able to accurately identify it as a shambling mound. So, everybody roll initiative. A shambling mound. I should probably open the turn tracker so we can roll this shit, right? Add turn. Add turn. Sarpedon rolled 12. Thok rolled a 5. Cade rolled a 21. 5. 12. There we go. And the Shambling Horror rolled a 3. The Murder Bush. Snall had a bad encounter with one of these on the first time he ever played with us. Alrighty, so Cade, you have the first action. What would you like to do?
I'm still on the main map.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not move you guys over?
Nope.
Whoops. No, I totally did. You guys are just messing with me. You guys are on the right map.
Oh, hell. I do it every other time. Hey, why change now? Rage, move, attack.
Oh, crap, it's a plant! No! Alright, so both of those are hits. And, okay, your damage die is a d8 plus 3 plus 1. So, 12? 12 is the maximum?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so you hit it twice for a total of 24. Yuck. Yuck. Dude, that stupid X. Like, it's just a throwaway weapon from Lost Mines, but it has been wreaking havoc since it came with you into Tomb of Annihilation. I'm gonna have to take it from you. You know that, right? It's a joke. I wouldn't do that. I would. I totally would. Kate, do you have any further actions?
No, I'm done.
Alright, Sarpedon. Oh, 19 is a hit, so 13 fire, and okay.
And he's set on fire, right?
No. That would ordinarily be the case, but for some reason he seems resistant to burning.
All right. Does my 2 attack class trait, does that apply here? Like, can I make an attack with a weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you use your action to cast a spell.
All right.
Yeah, you have to use your action to attack to get the second attack for free.
All right. In that case, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Thok?
All right, I'll move forward and use my Lightbringer.
14 is a miss.
Okay. I'll use my War Priest ability and swing again.
No. Oh, that is not a miss. Okay. No further actions?
That's it.
Alright, now the shambling mound kind of shuffles up to Cade, and it lashes out with its giant hands, and it's going to try and pummel you into the ground, little man. The first attack is a miss. Cade ducks low and dodges out of the way, but then the second attack hits you square in the gut. Take 15. Oh, you raged. Take 7 bludgeoning damage. Don't forget to subtract it from your temp hit points first.
Yep.
Alright. And then Oh, nope, never mind. Okay. Cade, it is your turn.
That hurts, so hit him back.
26, 16, both hits for another 24 total.
And I'll finish my turn there.
Alright, Sarpedon. Okay, another firebolt. 11 is a miss.
I think I'm going to use my action surge and then use my breath weapon.
Okay. So it needs to make a DC 13. Failed. So he eats the entire brunt of your breath weapon.
Alright, and that'll be it for me.
Thuck.
Swim with Light Runner again.
Woo! You get to roll additional damage die?
Yep. Let me check it. It's...
I think it's a D6. Here you go. 7, 8, 10, 12. Look at this, Snow. Look how easy this is when you're not a group of level 1 characters. Alright, that was it, right, Doc?
Yep.
Alright, the Shambling Mound will take his turn. And it's going to turn its attention to you now, Thuck. Kill that mutant cabbage. Alright, both slams coming at you. Miss. And 17? It's a miss. No, it's a hit. For 17. He catches you a good one right in the breadbasket.
Who, me?
No, Thuck.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then it will be Cade's turn again. Here comes the pain. Oh, maybe not. First attack was a miss. You can swing again. Oh, 16. That will hit for 12.
Yeah, I realized it's the first one missed. I was just double checking to make sure it wasn't in that one.
Yeah.
And I'm done there.
Okay, Sarpedon?
Okay, I'm just going to make 2 swings with Talon.
What is that back?
You still have 6 hours left?
Something like that, yeah.
I put on barbecue chicken sandwich.
Okay.
It'll be done in a couple hours.
Crap.
You'll still be up.
Yeah. Alright, roll D100.
You need to get the bell. The horn.
Okay, 14. In your face! A damage to yourself. And incapacitated for a round. Alright.
How much damage?
Well, you rolled 6, so just keep it at that. So take 6 damage, and then you stunned yourself from the just you swung so hard and you cut yourself across the leg, and now you're like, what? How did I do that? You're just in the middle of combat. You're doing your best, Jerry Seinfeld. What is the deal? I don't even know. And
All right. Yeah, I guess that's it for me.
All right, Thok.
All right, swing Lightbringer again.
Okay, 17 will hit.
I assume it's still standing.
Yup.
All right, War Priest ability, swing again. Nope.
Okay, that is a miss. World, where's it going? After that, it'll be the Shambling Mound's turn. I haven't attacked Sarpedon yet. Let's attack Sarpedon. Bam! Bam! Double misses. I'm awesome. Then it will be Cade's turn again.
Did you have something going on in Twitch chat, or?
Yeah, but she hasn't decided yet.
Alright, swing again.
Yeah, you take your turn. 21 is a hit. And then the second one is a hit as well, so another 24 damage.
And we'll finish my turn there.
Sarpedon.
Am I still paralyzed from my last deal?
Yeah, you're incapacitated this round. Correct.
Okay, do I make any kind of roll to wake up?
No, you just
Okay.
you cannot take an action this turn, but then on your next turn,
Oh,
you'll
okay.
you'll be back to normal. All right, Thok.
Alright, swing with the Lightbringer.
Wow, 8, 10, 14. Yeah, I think that might do him in. Let me check. And yes, it will. That is enough to finish off the Shambling Mound. Why does he have a red dot? Get out of here, red dot. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dot. Never mind. Okay. He's dead. Hooray! Alright, there's a Wild Magic Surge. So you guys know, all females within like 60 yards?
Oh, I think you've got us on the wrong map. We can see everything.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Besides, it doesn't matter. You already know where Omu is. The Wild Magic Surge did nothing! Nothing! Alright. Hi, kitty. I guess we continue traveling, right? It's 9:53. Did you need to go?
Yeah, I kind of need to sign off here in a few minutes.
Okay. Well, that might be a good place to wrap it up, because you guys are... I know where you are. I totally do. You're right there. And then we can resume the next session. Take a long rest. Remove a ration, a max hit point. You guys know the deal. Then we'll start the next session. Everybody's refreshed, ready, going. Get ready to go to the next part. I'm running out of. I have the dumb. Let me move this book.
Sarpedon, can I get a ration? I'm out.
I'm out.
Okay, I deducted another ration from my stash. Here you go.
Wait, why doesn't... If you guys are about to take a long rest, why doesn't Thok just blow a slot for food?
Yeah, I can just cast for create food and water. So we're pretty stuffed at this point.
Sorry, I'm trying to think.
About how much experience did we get?
That's what I'm trying to think about. Yeah, that's good stuff. Alright. Because what I was thinking about is looking at your sheets. At your sheets? At your sheets. 12,000. 9,000. 10,000. Everybody's so different. Alright. One, I hate all the different numbers, so we're going to make it all even. everybody set your current experience to the 1400. 1400, is that what it is? Yes, 14. No, not 1400. 14,000. And that will advance all three of you to level 6 because you completed a major story point today. You met with the Guardian Naga. You know the location of Omu, and now are on your way to go confront whatever horrors are there, so that you can remove the death curse. And you, you didn't defeat a T-Rex. You survived a T-Rex attack. That's celebration worthy. You did a lot today.
Oh, all right. So, we're each at 14,000 right now, or
Yes, just all of you just set it to 14. I know. I think Cade was only like 2,000 or 3,000 away, but that way everybody's even. It'd be easier to track from here out.
All right, awesome.
All right, so I'll give you guys a moment to work on that, and I'm gonna sign off. Okay, thank you everybody who came and hung out today. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, go onto the stream. There's links to Twitter and Facebook. Follow me on one of those platforms so you can get notifications about stream events and giveaways. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves as much as we did. I'm Daddy Warbucks. See you next time. Alright,